Oh my gosh! All right, I own two. I own the original. I got the original Pac-Man that we offered, and I also have the compact console version of Missile Command. I absolutely love them. The Missile Command is at my house, and the Pac-Man version is up at my brother's ski house up in Vermont, and everybody loves it every time we play. It's called Arcade1Up. And this, by the way, this is our version. This is not the big, like, $1,000, you know, you gotta have to have its own room type of unit that you can see out there in the market. We have this one, which is either tabletop, or you can hang it on a wall, or you can hang it on over a door. Each one of these games, and when I bought mine, it only came with 2 or 3. Mine came with Pac-Man, Galaga, and Galaxian. They are now with 8 games each. The main focus is Pac-Man here, and then this one is Centipede. Oh, I love that game. I wish that was in mine, so Centipede is the other one. If you order the Pac-Man, you're also gonna get Pac-Land, you get Super Pac-Man, you get Xevious, Galaxian, Galaga. Those are all included. All right, if you order Centipede, it will have Missile Command, which I love. It'll have Millipede, Super Breakout, Ara, it'll have Avalanche, and it has Crystal Castles in addition, and Liberator. All those games are included, 8 games. What makes these so special? All original styling, okay? Everything from the rollerball on the Centipede to the joystick, let me move my elf, to the joystick over here. They are all original controls. You can even tell when you grab them. Original graphics, original panels. Everything is original. I mean, it's made new, but it's of the original style. This is the greatest game you could give a family right now. They will absolutely love it. Just remember to choose between Pac-Man or Centipede, and everybody will get all the other games available. So today's price is, we're honoring our today's special price. So this is an encore, $100 off, only $40 on your credit card, and free shipping and handling. Do you know how much this costs to get shipped normally? It's very expensive. And, right, and also, not only that, but, you know, you can't find these anywhere else. You gotta get the whole big unit with the whole thing, and there's no room for that. These are ideal. I'm not sure if we still have the Pac-Man stools available, but we put one out here. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Those are great to go along with it. But remember, 3 ways to watch it. Put it on a table. You could actually mount it to the wall. We did that with ours up in Vermont. We actually put it right up on the wall. We put the brackets up and put it in, or you can hang it over a door. Exclusive here at HSN. You will absolutely love, love, love this game. 088437, because each one is 8 games and at a price that people cannot resist. Billy, I know you're back. I love this. It was one of my favorite purchases last year when I bought the big one, and then I bought a smaller one this year, and I love that one too.
Yeah, everyone's going to love this because it's nostalgic gaming. It's fun getting back into something that we all grew up with, that we're familiar with. Yeah. Because if you try to play gaming today, it can be complicated, but just hearing the sound just takes you back into time. So realize, Arcade1Up by Tastemakers won Tech Toy of 2019 for this technology, but it was that bigger footprint. The Partycade, which we're going to show you why this. By the way, volume control, Mom and Dad, I can turn it down. But what is great about the Partycade, it's unique to us here at HSN, but it's a really versatile footprint. We launched it last year. You only had Pac-Man. Now you have a choice, Pac-Man or Centipede. And even last year's model only came with 2 extra games. You have 8 games in each unit, $25 a game. So Pac-Man, Centipede, great options. The box that it ships to you in, it's huge. So it's really a big present under the tree and really kind of exciting. But also in the box, it's fully assembled. All the hardware, in terms of if you want to put it over the door, those brackets are included. You want to wall mount it, it's included. So you get a lot in the box. It's easy to set up. Do you know, Guy, it takes me longer to set up Monopoly than it does to plug this in. And that's where this is approachable. Because, like, you know what? I just need a little bit of break. I just want to play Centipede or Millipede for a second. I'm going to pop this one off the wall because I want you to see this footprint. So, looks different, right? This is the Partycade footprint. Because if I was to have this 17-inch screen in my game room or the kids' room, I would normally need to have the bigger unit. It takes up half the room. It's like, you know, the big reclining kind of chair. Imagine if I was to have 8 of them in my game room, because there's 8 games in this, that would be the entire room. So what they did is they still give us that 17-inch screen size, just feels like the bigger unit, but they made the cabinetry and the chassis that much smaller, yet it's more versatile. So it's about 7.5 inches deep. They added artwork to the sides, which really makes it pop coming and going, which is awesome. And it weighs about 27 pounds. So I can easily, yes, wall mount it. That bracket up there, it's included in the box. The door brackets, included in the box. Or I can put it on the coffee table. They even have feet for you if you want to put it on there. So you really can move it around. Parents appreciate the fact that I can pack it up and put it away because maybe it's, I don't want it in the living room tonight, or, you're grounded, let's get it out of your room. It's enjoyable. It is fun. And if it's for the kids or the big kids, like, Guy, I could give this to my 50-year-old brother-in-law and he would feel like a 10-year-old kid again. Yeah. And even though it's for dad, everyone in the family is going to play with it.
Everybody that has a gaming room has been buying these, right? But people have also been buying them just to pull them out, when they're entertaining at home. A lot of us are doing that. We're not going to arcades. I think that, hey, listen, when's the last time anybody went to an arcade? And I feel terrible for those businesses. But, talk about social distancing. You don't get that in an arcade. So do it at your home, right? Enjoy it. And for this price, Bill, I was shocked because I would have thought that an original machine like this would have been in the $500 to $1,000 range. And by the way, you can pay that if you want to get the big giant console, but where are you going to put it? What's nice about this is you can put it in a space where you have dead space, behind a door. Put it on a wall. You can put it absolutely anywhere. My brother put it up on the ski house in Vermont. And I brought it up there. I actually brought it up there thinking I was going to bring it back home with us. Well, we actually flew it up there, and we were like, we're going to bring it home. And we got it up there, and my brother's like, dude, you can't take this thing away. We're like, all right, keep it. It's our donation to the ski house. Everybody that goes up there plays it. Yeah. My brother, who is not even a gamer, I grew up in the restaurant industry, as you know, so I used to actually rent these machines from people. I rented Donkey Kong. I had the Donkey Kong sit-down version. I had Pac-Man was the original that we ordered. We had to empty these things twice a week. They were so filled with quarters because people got so addicted to it. And what I love now is that nowadays, like with my son and all his buddies, they all play Xbox and all that stuff. They love these. They're like, dude, those are the coolest games. They're so different. They're not like their games now. Well, here's the thing, and I said this to you last time, Bill. Something like Pac-Man is so easy to get started with. It's not easy to get really, really, really good at it, but it's really easy to start. You're basically just eating the little things, right? That's all you do. But then you got to learn to avoid things. You learn strategy, how to work. It's so much fun to play. And all the same graphics, even the high score. This is exactly like the unit that I had in my restaurants, right? It's exactly the same. There are versions, 1 or 2 player. Yeah, and it's not like the version that you have on your phone. It's not like the version you download on your tablet. This is the original sound effects, console, joystick, activation buttons, volume control. Everything is built into this. I'm just telling you, get it. This is Pac-Man. Comes with 8 games. And then this one is Centipede. A lot of you were Centipede freaks back in the day. Another great game that we love. And that comes with, by the way, they both come with all kinds of other games, right? You get Galaga, which is probably my favorite all-time game next to Missile Command. Those are my favorite too.
That's in Pac-Man.
Yep. So you get all these games, so everybody in the house will be happy. But it's a great way. It's a stress reliever. It's relaxing. It takes your mind away. But the real thing is, it's for everybody. Danny, if Danny handed me an Xbox controller, I wouldn't know what the heck to do with that thing. I wouldn't know. I'd be like, what am I shooting? I wouldn't even know. This, you grab this and you move it back and forth, and then you press the buttons when you're ready. This one is the roller ball. You use this, and then you have a fire button, which just fires whatever you're firing. It's so easy to start. It's not easy to get really good at, but that's what makes you get addicted. You want to get high score.
Right.
Like I did. Ryan wrote his name in here, and I actually tied Ryan. We played earlier, right, buddy? And so I felt it was important that I put my name up here. Who else is on here? Oh, look, Mike Porter's last. Who's this? Joshy? Yeah, Josh is over here too. Where's Josh? Josh took off. All right. Anyway, you're gonna love it. It's a great game to play. It's mindless fun. All right. Right. We need that sometimes, Bill. We need that so bad.
Guy, you also used to share a story about how you had the restaurant and people would come by and have a drink and sit there for an hour just to decompress before they went home.
Yes.
And that's what you can do whether you're older or you're younger. And you mentioned gaming today. It can be complicated. It hogs a television. They're playing online. So you see the Miss Pac-Man. We lost Miss Pac-Man. But Pac-Man this year, it's hot. It's 40 years old. It's its anniversary year. And actually, Pac-Man was developed to get women into the arcades because it wasn't shoot 'em up in space and all of that.
Right, right.
And it's approachable gaming. Some people say it's like playing checkers. Oh, I remember this. Look at the versatility. That door to the closet, to the laundry room, it was just there. Now it's a gaming center. And, this could be in the kitchen, which is great because, yes, we can all kind of hang out in the kitchen and play a game. Because if you also try to talk to a kid with those games today, they're so focused. It's like, Mom, don't bother me, I'm in the zone. This is social gaming. So if I jump on here to play Pac-Man, I can still converse and have a conversation, which is great. But what's also fun about this, are the kids going to remember their high score? Not necessarily. They're going to remember the time they played with grandma or grandpa, and he was like, oh, God, I'm getting into it. Because everyone can play this, because it is that fun and friendly. Easy setup, fully assembled. This big box ships to you for free, which is, nice. And by the way, guy, you should have sent it to the cabin. That would have saved you some money.
Yeah, I know. I'm a jack. I'm such a jack. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh my God, that would have been a lot easier rather than hauling that thing up. Billy, I'll tell that story. So I used to run a bunch of different restaurants. I ran this restaurant called, or I was co-ran this restaurant with another manager called Tommy's. It was a Northern Italian restaurant. And, video gaming was just starting to get big. It wasn't really big in bars and restaurants. It was big in arcades. And we decided we'd bring in a machine. So we brought in, I think we brought Pac-Man in first. And then after that, we did Donkey Kong. But to your point, we were right in Connecticut, right? People would get off the train from New York City that lived in Connecticut, literally a block from where my restaurant was. And these guys would come off, so stressed out, right? They were just riding on a train for an hour and a half. They were in work in Manhattan all day, and they would get off, and they would go and they'd grab their martini or whatever that, and they would they'd sit down at Donkey Kong with they'd take their jacket off, but they still had their suit tie on. And I'm like, look at these guys. They're like little kids. And They would completely get lost in the game, and they had so much fun. And I had construction workers, landscapers, people that worked in office buildings, doctors. Everyone that would take a shot at Pac-Man. It became a thing, who would get the high score out of all these guys, because I had a regular happy hour crowd. It was so much fun. I mean, literally, you got to see stressed grown-ups come in and relax and play like children. And you can never get rid of that child in you. Some of us put it away and hide it, but you need to let it out. And I will tell you, whether you go Pac-Man or Centipede and all the games that they come with, you will have the time of your life. And you can play with your kids, which is really nice as well.
We had a grandparent who was picking one up for their house, so when the kids came over, it was something they could enjoy together, and it would stay there. And because it is the Partycade footprint, which is exclusive to us, it can easily be packed up and put away. Easily set up when you want to play it. Because, we have those game nights, and it's like, oh, it's a cozy, rainy Saturday. Let's set up a board game. By the time you set it up, the sky is cleared. Everyone wants to get outside. This is just really plug it in and turn it on. I'm not playing online. There's nothing to download. It is approachable. It is fun. And you see the Partycade platform. It is exclusive to us. You're not going to find it anywhere else. Arcade1Up is out in retail. It was huge. It is huge. But it's the bigger version. It's the smaller little 8-inch screen version. And that's really where I want you to realize you're getting that same big screen experience, 1 or 2 players, same size screen, which is great. And I think we have a great graphic to show you the side-by-side. That bigger unit, we sell it. It's popular. It's twice the price. Full hour of assembly, but you still have that same screen quality. And remember, this Partycade, it's movable. It's removable because look at how the size is just great.
Yep.
And my alarm's going off. I wonder why. But that's just great. It's time to wake up. Time to get ready for the next show.
Somebody's breaking in.
Sorry about that.
Hey, listen, you know what? It's good, clean fun. You don't have to have any parental worries about these games either. There's nobody's head blown off or anything weird like that. That the kids are all crazy with that stuff. This is much more easy for kids, especially younger kids, to be able to play. The games are user-friendly. You never have to put quarters in it. You can turn the sound off if you don't want to listen to the special effects, although I love it. When you come up to it, you'll see it is exactly the same as the units that we used to play in the arcades or in the restaurants and bars. It is the exact same screen size. This has not been shrunken down. It's the same size. that you used to play. It's the same exact graphics program. I mean, you'll see when you get it. You can see it on the screen. Those of you that played Centipede, you notice all this. You recognize all this. Those of you that played Donkey Kong or you played Pac-Man, you'll see all those different features, the original that are on these games that we're offering, and then all these other games are included. So, if you want, by the way, if you want to get the bar stools, we have them available. And by the way, the bar stools actually are adjustable. So they have a little piece on the bottom where you can make the legs about 8 inches shorter if you want it for little kids, or you can elevate it to full size like this. This is the true classic vinyl Pac-Man stools. These are worth the price. All right, you're saving $100 on the unit. Buy one of these because it makes it. I just love it. I got one of these and I think they're fantastic. Those are available. Item is 088437. Bill, I'll hand it back to you to kind of wrap it up. What do we want? What do we want with these games anyway? Why do we want these for Christmas?
Something that is for the whole family. You can give this to one kid, you can give it to the whole family, you can give it to dad, but everyone's gonna play with this. That's where it's enjoyable because it's a throwback. It's a throwback, but it keeps the kids' attention because it is classic gaming and it's intuitive. And just like you were saying, you want something a little more challenging or you want something a little mindless, you have 8 options. We've never done 8 games before in this Partycade footprint. Comes out to $25 a game. The classics, the originals, and so everything from Galaga to Galaxian to Dig Dug, and then Pac-Man, and that's just one unit, because the same thing happens with all those rollerball games, Super Breakout and Avalanche and Centipede and Millipede and Missile Command. Just enjoy it. I mean, we're home. We might as well enjoy the winter season, the holiday season, and, all the way into the next summer.
Hey, Bill, look what's in my hand.
And?
The iPad, our today's special. Look, there it is. Hey, if you want to get it, we are down to our final 2 colors. We have the space gray and we have the gold, but we still have some of the others available. We're going to put up our information for you.